I just groomed my brows and I feel like a new bitch. Okay, I got scratched ass brows, so I'm like, I have to film. I wasn't even gonna film. I have a hair mask in. I'm looking crusty, grimy, dimey, but I'm like, what do we got? Because I got good brows. I did tell myself too that I have to work through my filming desk. This is where I keep all new products that I would like to incorporate into filming. So what should we try here? Kensington use these all the time. They're the glass skin foundation. So I'm gonna shake it. Love going straight on the skin, but let's just try and find out, you know what I mean? One thing filmed with, off the desk. Okay, we need a brush. So I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I will say that when I filmed with Mario for our Uber Eats Sephora ad on Instagram, he pulled me into his office after and he was like, I'll show you the new exclusive palette, like no one's ever seen it. And he told me that. He said, you're the first person to see this other than the team. And I was like, excuse me while I write this down in my history book, because I'm actually gonna remember this moment forever. We sat in his office as he showed me every single finish and formula and shimmer underneath a light on his phone. And I have thought about that moment, like I actually can die happy. Do you die? Like, olive green is the color of the season. I've been doing so many olive looks on, this is dripping on my face, on clients, and I love Mario. I love all of his products and I look up to him so much. You know, just a really magical moment. I'm gonna use this KJH brush. This is not a brush that I would typically use for foundation. I like using this brush for concealer, but here we are. Really, I am so pale, so I'm gonna take a clean brush now. And that's intentional because that brush that I was just using, because I over deposited makeup on my face, which is why you should not do drops on your face like I just did. It puts too much product down and you don't know how much product you're gonna need. So I'm gonna take a clean brush now and just kind of use it to buff around what we had on our skin, but also remove product at the same time. If I kept going with this brush, it would have just kept moving around the too much product already sitting on my face. So we're using this as a remover tool. And when in doubt, just drag it down to every possible site of skin. I recently picked up this Kulfi concealer in my Sephora haul that I posted, so let's try her out. I love that it has a pink undertone too, because my yellow ass complexion needs it. Launched a new video today on my app, Makeup by Kellyanne, called Is Matte Makeup Back? And as all makeup trends do, they come back, but they come back in like a repackaged formula. Like, I don't think full matte looks are necessarily back, but I'm finding a huge trend in powder finishes, products that are releasing that have like a lumi matte finish. So it's like a repackaged matte formula. Or powdery blushes right now are really having a moment. Things that are blurring your skin, because I think we're snapping back from that obsession with dewy glass skin. I'm wanting to play with the Endless Cacao version of this. So, and I will say, like, one thing about matte skin that'll never change is mattification means airbrush blur. If you're putting highlight or anything that has a texture that reflects light over an area of acne or maybe enlarged pores or scarring, without a doubt, if you're putting some sort of dewy, light reflective, glassy finish on top of those areas, it's gonna enhance that area, shine a light on it. Versus something that's matte is going to airbrush over, especially to the naked eye. A matte finish, it just blurs over that area you're not drawn attention to. So that's why you see us powdering our T-zones, because we typically have enlarged pores here and powder smooths over that area. That's why if you have a breakout, never, God, ever put highlighter on top of it. Like, you want to put powder and a matte concealer formula on top of your breakout so that everything just smooths over when it comes to your formulas and when it comes to the eye when you're looking at someone. I wish I had the KJH stylos here, but unfortunately I love them so much that they went straight into my professional kit. Love to be using them right now. And in true Katie Jane technique placement, she likes to smoke out and lift this outer edge, and then right here into the nose contour up into the brow bone. She likes to carve that out and carve this area out to really get a sculpted, lifted eye. This sort of like sculpting of the eye is something that I do on pretty much every single client. I love giving the inner face the same dimension that we're giving the outer portions of the face. I think it just marries it together really beautifully, and often you can use way less eye products if you have a really sculpted, beautiful eye look just with your base products from the beginning. Shade looked really intriguing from NARS. It's the shade Dazed, and this is also coming out of my filming desk. Very muted, perfect for that first step of shadow blushing if you've been learning that technique. Also has a soft matte finish. See how everything looks airbrushed, like almost to the point where you don't even really need powder. It just smooths. So you can do too much lip contouring and it can look like a mustache. I want to amp up the cheeks. I've been loving this color from Rare. It's the shade Spirited. Everyone's so afraid of Rare Beauty blushes. Everyone's so afraid, but people are so afraid of the high pigment in these blushes. But if you learn to use the right amount strategically, and when it comes to the color, like I know this is a bold color, so I needed just a dot. The, you know, more subdued kind of natural colors, you can use a little bit more. Learn how to use them and they are phenomenal. I told myself I was gonna film with these, what's going on here? New lips from Just Hunt, Refi. This is the shade Ruby. The applicator is so interesting. It has like a cooling tip. I have a lip mask on and that's okay because I know this is a matte formula. And would I typically line my lips before? Yeah. But just start light and build. Using this lip mask to my advantage just to kind of hydrate the formula and give it more of a sheen. I'm gonna use this new shade of Anastasia Lip Liner in Cinnamon. Yeah. That lip is so hot. Okay. Use this new Danessa product. It's the liquid blurring balm. This is sick. I've used it before. And she does a full spray of it, and then I saw her actually take a sponge and push it into the skin, and I feel like it really did something. Like this Patrick Ta sponge and push. It's kind of supposed to be like a spray powder. I don't know if I finished my thought though, but what do you guys think of like matte makeup trends? Are we liking it? I'm gonna go watch that video. I think it's such a great video. It's definitely a look that I've done recently on Alex Earl, as well as Leonie. I'll put pictures here. Very just like fresh skin, but still airbrushed, a little bit of a smoky eye, and I'm teaching it on my app. Would this be crazy? Yes, it would. I would be giving red, white, and blue. The YSL mascara in the brown formula. Okay, bye.